Now, I've noticed an uptick in subscribers this last couple of weeks, and I just want to say thank you for stopping by and subscribing. It means a lot to me. And if you keep coming back, I will do my part in entertaining you the best I can. So I'm going to do something new. I'm going to review a movie, and I'm only going to gradually reveal clues as to what that movie is. Your job is to guess the movie. Leave your answer down below next to a timestamp, and let's see who gets there first. Good luck.
A soliloquy for every movie, from Casablanca, Tommy Boy. He's here, it's him, it's Andrew Toy. It's Andrew Toy.
This film belongs at the top of the ladder of the most beautiful animated films ever made. You may not have seen this movie, but I can almost guarantee that you've seen the cover somewhere or another. And the poster always intrigued me. So curiosity got the best of me, and I went ahead and I rented it from the library for the whole family to watch.
What movie?
You'll find out. Even though there's not a single word spoken in this entire movie, my kids and I were absolutely enthralled. Got it. But my poor wife couldn't get through the first act because she just loves this particular animal way too much. She didn't want to sit and watch it suffer. I went into this movie expecting an animated version of Homeward Bound minus one of the dogs. But what I got was something set in the future? The past? Anyway, civilization seems to be wiped out. But the antagonist in this movie isn't a predator. It's water. But just as water takes life, the water also helps our protagonists get to where they're going. This movie would make George Lucas proud because it tells its entire movie without using a single word. And yet, it's just as moving as any eulogy you've ever heard. Which is just proof that animation studios are wasting their money on these grade A actors to voice minor characters. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like Craig Robinson is supposed to be in Toy Story 5. I'm sorry, I didn't hear him at all. Easiest check that guy ever got. Golly. And it's also proof that an animated film doesn't have to be stuffed with jokes to keep your kids entertained. I'm talking to you, minions. One of the first things you notice about this movie is just how peaceful it all is. It's peaceful and serene even while it's cranking up the suspense. When I first saw Paperman at the beginning of Wreck-It Ralph, I immediately said, this is how animation needs to be going forward. It was the first time they had ever blended 2D cell animation with CGI, and the result is stunning. But unfortunately, while Disney was busy parading around bad ideas, Sony swooped in on a spider web and gave us the animated Spider-Man movies. They also gave us Mitchell's vs. the Machines, another movie I love. And on top of that, they gave us K-pop Demon Hunters. Basically, if you see this art style in a film, there is a 90% chance that you are going to really like it. The central character in this movie is a black cat. And if you are at all a cat person like my wife is, you are going to feel so bad for this cat for half of the movie. And it wasn't made in America, so you're not going to find it anywhere on Disney+. You'll probably have to do what I did and go to the library and rent it out on DVD. It's actually a Latvia film with the help of French and German companies. And this film beat both Inside Out 2 and The Wild Robot for Best Animated Film of the Year at the Oscars, making this the first Oscar win for Latvia.
Hello?
Making this the first Oscar win for Latvia. And there's humor in this movie that really works. The humor is paced so precisely so that it's not too much to lose the adult's attention and it's not too little to lose the kid's attention. This film knows the difference between a kid's film and a family film, and it sticks the landing perfectly, solidly on family film territory. I also love that this movie trusts its audience. We all know those family movies that think you and your kids have the IQ of a toothpick, and so they play their humor and their story to that level. This movie knows that it's going to pull in a whole lot of different demographics because nearly everybody loves a black cat. And don't tell me that Pixar didn't get their idea for Gato from this movie. But nobody loves a black cat more than my wife loves her Professor McGonagall. Take a look at this picture of them while you put your final guess down below as to what you think this movie is that I'm talking about. The movie I'm talking about is called Flow.
Excuse me, Flo?
See, I told you you've seen the poster before. And the water that's so threatening throughout this movie is a flood, which makes you automatically think of Noah and the Ark. Not to mention all the animals in this little boat trying to survive. And the film is correct in this very subtle sense that humans are not ultimately in control of this world. I believe we're supposed to determine that humanity has been wiped out. As a father, I think any kid over 5 can watch this movie. Although you've got to be aware of your child's love for animals. If they still can't see a squirrel on the side of the road without crying, you might want to hold off a little bit. Or if they just love black cats as much as my wife does, just know that the black cat in this movie goes through a lot of trauma and a lot of peril. It's an old-fashioned tale of survival and friendship, but it presents it in such a unique and fresh way. Like, there is something about this film that just feels so spiritual without shoving it up your butt. So if Toy Story 5 disappointed you like it did me, or you actually have a spine and you're telling your kids no to the Minions, why don't you take a look at this movie with your family and see what you all think about it? And as a father, you're not going to need your phone to distract you because this is a very engaging film, even for parents. So whenever I do a list of my favorite animated movies, this one has got to be up there near the top. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you think of the whole Guess the Movie thing. Maybe I could do more if you really enjoyed it. Either way, I will see you in the next video. They also gave us Mitchell's vs. the Machines, another movie I love, and also K-pop. They also gave us Mitchell's vs. the Machines. But what I got was something set in the future? The past? Anyway, civilization seems to be wiped out.
It's after the catapocalypse.
The catapocalypse.